Good evening, one and all, and welcome to Oregon Panthers Boys Hockey. My name is Zach Seeloff, and I am joined in the booth, as always, by my partner, Dan Greatchuck. Dan, great to be here with you tonight. We've got another Panther Boys game coming up. They're taking on the Monroe Avalanche.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. We had a little head fake with the headphones, but good to be with you as always with you, Dan. Panthers taking on the Monroe Avalanche tonight.
Yeah, always glad to be back, and this is one of the games that I was looking forward to when you gave me the schedule about a month ago, because we have history with both of these teams. And watching Monroe over these past couple of years has been really rewarding, so I'm really looking forward to tonight's game.
I am as well. I think it's going to be a great one. Before we get onto it, let's recap last week's. We were with you on Saturday, for Oregon's home opener. It was a tough 4-1 loss against the Beaver Dam Golden Beavers from the Badger North Conference. Beaver Dam had an aggressive offensive attack that got a lot of momentum going in transition. Their first goal came, though, off a very strange kind of backhanded shot from behind the end line. Just one of those fluky goals, as you often say, that it just happens in the game of hockey. Sometimes it'll bite you. Oregon answered, though, right away with Laszlo Oros. He got his third of the season after the Panthers poured on the pressure. A rebound found its way to his stick. A power play goal in the second period, and then a sniper shot of a goal in the third gave Beaver Dam enough of a cushion. They potted an empty netter with 4 seconds to go to make it 4-1. Beaver Dam clearly a very talented team, but in terms of offense, Oregon actually had quite a lot of it. Kirk Davis, though, the Golden Beavers goaltender, in his first ever varsity start, he had a phenomenal game in net, and Dan, I think he's the real reason that they stayed on top in that game.
Without question. Sometimes a goaltender can really change the dynamic of a game, can really control everything that's going on, and that's exactly what he did with a lot of not just big important saves, but key saves when you could really feel the swing of the offensive gods going over to Oregon.
Let's talk a little bit about Monroe. For a long time in the Badger South, it's been Edgewood number 1, Oregon number 2, and everyone else battling for the remaining spots. In the last couple of years, that has started to change, and Monroe is one of the teams that is really working on building a program that can compete at the top level. You and I covered them a couple of times during the 2017-2018 season, and their team didn't have a single senior on it that year. Despite that, they made a name for themselves as the sort of squad that you couldn't look past, and the players who were freshmen and sophomores that season are juniors and seniors now. They've grown in skill quite a bit. We'll talk about them a little bit more here. Let's go down to the PA announcers, though. We'll get the starting lineups for both these teams. You're listening to Oregon Panthers Boys Hockey on OCA Media.
for tonight's starting lineups. For Monroe, in goal, number 31, Heath Bear. At defense, number 14, Peyton Stoffaker. assisted by Tom Stoffaker. And now, for your Oregon Panthers. In goal, a junior, number 35, Colton Daly. At defense, a senior, number 2, Parker Schmidt. At defense, a sophomore, number 17, Caden Peterson. At forward, a sophomore, number 7, Joe Romer. At forward, a freshman, number 11, Kyle Rohr. And at forward, a senior, number 15, Lazlo Rose. Oregon is coached by Larry Clemens and assisted by Joshua Lair, Carl Winkle, and Alex Mango. If you'll please rise, remove your hats, and face the flag for the national anthem.
Welcome back, everyone. Zach Zieloff and Dan Graychuk with you in the booth as the Panthers get ready to take on Monroe in their first Badger South Conference game of the season. Dan, Monroe 5-1, Panthers 1-2-1. Definitely a different situation than we're used to finding ourselves in with these two teams. I think the Panthers, after watching them on Saturday, really could go either way. I could see that game having been an aberration just because of the goaltending and they kind of get going tonight. I could see it leading to some more difficulties, especially you and I were talking before we got started, if their defenders continue to be so aggressive coming up from the blue line.
Yeah, I think one of the big reasons that there was that loss against Beaver Dam had more to do with some discipline issues and bad decisions. Outside of that, they have the skill to skate with any team in the state. But this is also a Monroe team that they're due. This is a team that has been building and becoming more and more talented every single year as we've seen them. And this is the type of time that they can really assert some dominance in a game like this against Oregon.
Absolutely. Folks, we're going to let you know about our sponsors at the first intermission, but please let them know you appreciate their support of OCA Media Sports Broadcasts and Panther Athletics. You head out to their businesses, let them know you heard about them on OCA. If you would like to join our fine group of sponsors and support OCA Media Sports, please drop us a note at ocamedia.com. We would love to have you as a sponsor. We are ready to go. The faceoff is won by Monroe, and we are underway. 3 17-minute periods in the high school game to decide our winner. The first Badger South Conference game for both of these teams. Panthers with the first offensive possession. Romer across, a backhand shot and a save. Romer tips it through the middle, but it goes past goaltender Heath Bear and harmlessly to the side wall. Kyle Rohr and Joe Romer combined for a heck of an opportunity there, Dan.
Yeah, they really did, and Heath had to be in the game really early. So as a goaltender, that's what you want to see. You want to get those shots early to kind of find the feel of the puck today.
Monroe now working with it beneath the net. This is not the Monroe Cheesemakers, but the Monroe Avalanche, because they are a co-op team. They get a nice deflection in front there, but it ends up wide of the cage. Panthers pick it up behind their own net. Good little curl pass to Rohr, and now they've got a 2-on-1 coming. Here they come. Oros, 1-on-1. Oros, top of the circle, drags to the middle. Oros lifts it just high over the right side corner. Laszlo, the senior man, a great stick handle to get in position there, but sends it a bit high and out of play.
Yeah, Rose has those hands and the ability to see the ice. He did such a good job of pulling Bear where he wanted him and the defense where he wanted him. Just was not able to get the shot he wanted.
Colton Ayers in the face-off dot, far side of the Monroe zone. Panthers do win it. Quick shot from the point is a little wide. Whistled in there that time by Spencer Buskogger. At the point, Panthers still fighting for this one. They do hang on to possession, but the puck is confused, and now skating it out is number 5 for Monroe, Caden Klitsky. Working around the corner, Monroe tries to get it in. Luke Kuberski pushed up hard against the wall by the Panthers, who dig that puck out and send it up along the wall. Wiedholtz has his pass picked off in the middle. Shot, though, blocked by Colton Ayers. Gets the leg together and keeps that shot from coming on net. 15:35 to play here in a scoreless first period. That one chipped up high, but stays on the surface, not out of play. Still held by Monroe, though. A nice job to hold possession on this one as it comes towards the faceoff dot. Panthers, dangerous pass into the slot and a quick save. The Panthers tried to send one the other way. It got nicked right into the slot, but Colton Daly with a quick reaction save. Nice job from him on his first action of the game.
Yeah, and that had to be a real quick save. It's kind of that pinball kick we've talked about before, and that had to be fast with good positioning.
15:06 to play in this first period. Good backhander from the Panthers as their third line is out there working and moving forward. Cross ice pass, though, picked off and taken away by Hayden Roth. Into center ice, and the puck's still loose. Now they move it forward towards Roth, poked away from him. Panthers nicely in transition, tripped down hard. Going to the ice was number 18, Jacob Cameron. Cameron, a freshman on this team, getting some action. Backhand shot out of the glove of Bear. He stopped it with the glove, but couldn't hold it cleanly. That one came from Alex Barnish of Oregon. Thought we had a hand up for a delayed penalty, but it looked like the ref was just getting out of way of things. That one goes high past its intended target, but no icing the call. Panthers with a big shot up against the wall delivered by Parker Schmidt against Hayden Roth. Puck's still trapped on that wall, though. Neither team able to clear it with 14:21 to go. Now Monroe moves it into the slot, and the shot is deflected away. A late stick intervention from Parker Schmidt keeps that one from going on net. 14-13 to play in the first period. No score here at the Oregon Ice Arena. First Badger South Conference game for both the Panthers and the Monroe Avalanche. Everybody just trying to get this one free. Finally, the Avalanche do get it, send it up to the point. Shot comes in and is easily gloved by Daly. That was number 14, Peyton Stoffaker. He was second team All-Badger South last season. A heck of a scorer for them, but Daly easily gloves that one.
Yeah, Daly's always in good position, and he was able to follow that shot all the way in. Oregon did a great job of keeping it all kind of pinned up against the boards, but I think this is the first time we've seen where Monroe is really going stride for stride, and even in the physicality.
So far, a very evenly matched game. The Panthers do win the faceoff. They gather this one up, and they've got a chance to push through into Monroe territory. Nice job by the Avalanche to stop it up in the neutral zone. Oros fighting along that near side board, working to try and stick handle it through along with Kyle Rohrer. Comes towards Bear, and he will just glove that one down, get a stoppage. Peyton Stoffaker, I should mention, this is Monroe's 7th game of the season. In 6 games, Stoffaker has 8 goals and 8 assists, 16 points through 6 games.
Again, this is a team where you've been watching them get better and better every season, and they're going to be a team that's going to make a pretty good push in the conference this season.
Panthers dig that one out. They get the face-off. Here's Oros. Oros wraps it into the center. No good. Swing and a hard shot against the ice, but not so hard against the puck by Buskogger. Oros with a nice shot and a stick save from Bear as he covers up the 5-hole. Chopped down by Laszlo. That shot deflected into the safety netting. Oros, so far, 2 really good shots and another attempt there that was just deflected away.
Yeah, again, he's going to shoot. You know he has the talent to move it to the spot on the ice where he wants it. But Monroe's doing a great job of clogging up passing lanes, and nobody's getting in front of Bear to take away his sight.
Face-off won by the Panthers again. Not cleanly, still fighting for it. They've got it at the point, now backhand it down, and this one will be taken by Ben Outhouse. Outhouse's shot goes wide to the right, and Parker Schmidt will grab it. The Zamboni door rips one in. It gets a deflection, but Bear able to see it and stick it away. Panthers still fighting for that puck. Nice hip check from Schmidt. Clean on the offsides. Panthers stay onsides, and here's Colton Ayers. He's got Franken in the middle, but it's poked off his stick. Chopped up into the air and stays on the Monroe side. Franken delivers a hit. There's Ayers. Ayers with it cleanly behind the net. Finds the point man. Outhouse. Shot. Blocker save, but Franken's still there. Behind the Monroe net, he skates around. His centering pass is kicked away to the wall. Here come the Avalanche in transition. Great cross-ice pass to find Brady Smith. But back on defense nicely was the junior Ben Outhouse. Cross ice from the Panthers goes long. Monroe regathers. Kicked on a skate, and Panthers will have it in their own zone. Geometry pass towards Franken is too long, and it's Stoffaker coming up. Top of the far circle, drop pass, shot, and another glove save. Cade Janicki against Colton Daly. Daly wins that one as he flashes the leather with 12:16 to play in the first.
Yeah, both the goaltenders have been able to see all the shots coming in clearly. There have been some deflections, but nobody's getting into those shooting lanes and taking away the sight. They need to get screening in front of these goaltenders.
Still no score here in the first period. Just about 5 minutes gone as the Panthers go through their own slot on a nice pass. Now working through the neutral zone. Little play with the stick, but bumped down hard is Simon Dosher, the freshman. He loses the puck, and the Avalanche will pick it up in neutral zone. A great one-touch pass, and here comes Janicki once again. Top of the circle, too high, and a nice job by Daly to just let it go by. Panthers deflect that one into the safety netting, out of play. How about Daly getting under that one and letting it go?
Oh, that did not miss by much. That was maybe 4 to 5 inches above the crossbar. And again, that is a goal scorer's shot where they were going for that top shelf.
We mentioned Stoffaker, 8 goals, 8 assists. Janicki, 9 goals, 6 assists. So they have been just loading it up on their opponents so far in the first 6 games. This their 7th game, the first Badger South tilt for both of these teams. Puck still in the Panthers zone. Now they work it out, and moving this one ahead is Kyle Rohr. Left wing side, elects to dump it off and try and move it forward for Joe Romer, who delivers a big shot against the wall. The Avalanche have the puck, and it's blocked down, held beneath. A quick swing, no good. Second chance, score! The pass goes from Oros past the intended target. It finds Kyle Rohr, and he buries his very first Oregon Panther goal to make it 1-0 with 11:28 to play in the first.
That was just good hard work along the boards, making sure that Monroe was not able to clear that puck out of that zone, and just trying to get it in front and get the shot. Goals like that sometimes are more important than the real pretty finesse goals, because again, it's everybody getting involved, and that was nice, gritty work.
Kyle Rohr, the freshman, with his first varsity goal, he makes it 1-0 in favor of the Oregon Panthers. At 5:32 in the first period, here comes Oros once again. Oros, little spinorama around his man. The puck knocked away, winding a drive from Caden Peterson. Loose, and a shot goes wide to the left. Almost in front and knocked to the near side wall. Panthers battling, big hit from Joe Romer. There's Oros. Oros, high slot, shot, and a glove save. Puck loose, second chance goes wide behind the net. Flipping at it again, and now the Avalanche try and clear it out. Can't do it as bodies pile up on the ice. Into Romer. Stick handled away, Avalanche knock it off, but the Panthers still hold it. Up at the point, a quick shot deflection, second chance, it's Rohr again! Kyle Rohr with 2 goals now in the same game. 10:48 to play, and the Panthers are on top 2-0.
Again, it was the same kind of thing. They worked hard. Not quite a cycle of the puck in the corner, but they did a good job of maintaining control, getting everybody spread out, making Bear move more than he wanted to, and was able to get a good look. So 2 quick goals, not what Monroe wants to see. So now this next shift, they've got to come out and answer quick and generate either some more offense or really make a statement physically.
Very much what the Panthers are hoping to see, and boy, to get 2 of them from one of your freshmen is exactly what you're hoping for as a coaching staff. Kyle Rohr, his first year on varsity, his first year as a high school student. He's able to get it to go, and now we have Colton Daly over at his bench.
Mask issues.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting a little adjustment from Coach Larry Clemens. If you're not familiar, Coach Clemens, a well-known goaltender here in South Central Wisconsin. Coaches goalies at Sun Prairie Ice Arena for many years, and very familiar with the accoutrements that go with the goalie position.
I have played with him, I played against him, and I've been trained by him. So he is definitely one of the best goaltending minds in this area, and it's a real deep passion for the game.
Yep, he's over there. It looks like maybe the back plate that holds it tight against your head had come loose, but now we're good to go. Daly skates back towards his crease, and the Panthers, who enjoy a 2-0 lead thanks to 2 back-to-back goals from Kyle Rohr. Those came within 40 seconds of each other at 5:32 and 6:12 in the first period. The Panthers are on top. Dumped in by the Avalanche off the faceoff. They'll pursue into the corner. Feed into center is knocked away by Colton Ayers with a good read, but they've got a second chance. Loose in the crease, tapped away. Another opportunity. They go to Stoffaker. High slot. A shot is deflected as one of his men tried to jump out of the way. Stoffaker again coming through. Rohr credited with the goal as we hear from the PA. Assist to Buskogger on that play. and Oros. So Buskogger and Oros get the assists. And now the Panthers coming through as this puck leaks behind the Monroe net with 10:10 to play in this first period. Avalanche looking for a long pass. It goes too long. The Panthers will dump it back in. Grabbed and neutral ice by Monroe, and here's Stoffaker, drop pass to Janicki. Feed into the slot for Roth. He swings over the top. Panthers want to move it in transition. They missed the pass a little bit, sent it the wrong direction. It'll be icing. We'll head back to the Oregon zone.
Yeah, the beginning of that shift after the faceoff, Monroe came out and started to get good penetration. They were looking to get the shots, and I almost think that timeout with the goaltender mask benefited Monroe to kind of let everything settle down. And they came close a couple times to getting some really good looks. They just need to keep doing that. But the defense for Oregon is doing a great job in not letting them get that second, third, or fourth attempt in on Colton.
We get the face-off and we get a whistle for an early entry, so we will send one of the Panther players out. They'll move back in. Quick shot and a nice pad save there coming up from Colton Daly. Avalanche, though, still trying to get it. Behind the net, Panthers move it along and rim it to the near side wall with 9:39 to play in the first. Oregon up 2-0 here. The freshman Kyle Rohrer has 2 to his name. It would be so great for his first goal to lead to a first hat trick. That would be fantastic. We'll see if he can make that happen.
You don't say that yet.
You have
say
to.
That
you
word.
have to. Avalanche with the puck still in the Oregon zone. They go up to the point with it. Another shot attempt, and this one is stopped up cleanly by Oregon. Look to push it in transition the opposite way. Wisely dumping it in is Buskogger, but he is actually whistled for the icing. I thought he had cleared that, but the referee, better vantage point than me, calls for the icing, and Oregon will have to face it off in their own zone.
Yeah, the last save that Colton had to make down there, that weird little bouncer, that one didn't look all that threatening, but I think that was probably the hardest save he's had to make just because of the way it was bouncing and fluttering. Those are the kind of shots that goaltenders hate.
Face off in the Panthers zone. It bangs off one of their sticks. Stoffaker's shot hits a man up in the abdomen. A quick backhand is saved by Daly. And Monroe keeps moving the puck closer and closer. And now here's a 2-on-1 Panthers chance. What a drag. Rohrer off the outside of the post. He misses the hat trick by an inch or less. 8:54 to play. Panthers up 2-0. They re-enter as Romer takes a hit but puts the puck in deep. Oros behind the net digging after it. Janicki knocks him off it, but the Panthers steal it away. Rohrer into the middle for Romer. Second chance deflected to the wall once more. Here's Kyle Rohrer again. There's Oros and Romer. Oros has the stick lifted, hangs with it, but now does lose it to the Avalanche. Avalanche with a 3-on-3 developing. Cross ice to Hayden Roth, top of the far circle. Works this way in. High shot hits the crossbar. It's good. It's a goal. It got in under the crossbar. Top of the netting. Hayden Roth with a great cross ice maneuver, got a pass from the opposite end, drags it in low, goes high, and makes it 2-1 with 8:26 on the clock.
And how many times do we see something like that happen, where down on the other end there's a huge scoring chance, either there's a great defensive play or there's an off the pipe, and you end up having it go the other way, and that's exactly what happened. And Roth is one of those speed demons with a great eye and was able to put that one up right under the bar and takes away the chance for Rohrer to get a natural hat trick.
Panthers work it into the middle. Now they've got it. Cooper Dreyfuss called for the assist, and 14 Peyton Stoffaker. So Roth from Dreyfuss and Stoffaker makes it 2-1, cuts this lead in half. 8:10 to go in the first period, and we've got ourselves a game to open the Badger South season.
Yeah, and Colton Daly can't beat himself up too much over that one. That was just a beautiful shot that I don't think it's going to go in 9 out of 10 times.
Franken behind the net for the Panthers off the face-off victory. Nice backhanded move, but it's deflected to the wall. Monroe with it there, but fighting hard for it is Wiedholz. Wiedholz showing some scrap on defense in this game, playing very nicely. Buskogger, good one-hand entry, finds Franken. Left wing side working his way around. Behind the net, wants to wrap it in center, nothing there. Now finds Ayers, drag along and nearly put in by Trey McKee. McKee still fighting for it on the near wall along with Franken. Now not clear, and here comes
you got the stick
Monroe the other way,
Zamboni
and we did
door.
have one stick got stuck, as you said, right in the Zamboni door. The referee brings it clear so it won't be a tripping hazard. In the Panthers zone, the puck loose. Monroe nearly guides it into center, but it's knocked clear by the Panthers defense. Trapped in that corner with 7:23 to play in this first period. Oregon up 2-1, send it toward the point, but Monroe holds. Drop it in there for a quick shot. Good stick stop by the Panthers on the break. They try to loft a high one across, and a nice job by Peyton Stoffaker in center ice to keep that one from going through. The Panthers would have had an odd man rush on that other way. Panthers now with it in front of the scorer's table. Trey McKee trying to send it in once more. Following along is Alex Barnish. Up at the point in the Monroe zone, and now breaking it through is Hayden Roth. He had the goal previously. Goes around one man to the low angle. Stop-up move. It's trapped in his skates. Tries to backhand it down low and keep this play alive. Puck still down on the wall. Wrapped to the face-off dot. Now Stoffaker works his way. Top of the circle. Good blocker save as Daly read the angle on that one. Up to the center point. Back towards Stoffaker near point. Top of the circle again. It gets through traffic and snatched on the bounce by Colton Daly. He had a defenseman in front of him who didn't close the legs up in time. Daly blocks it and grabs it on the one hopper.
Some striking differences I'm seeing in Monroe this season than I did last. One, they're smarter. There's a lot more hockey IQ plays going on where they get the puck, and instead of automatically trying to put it on net, they're looking for an open spot on the ice, and they're taking their time and getting traffic in. Oregon did great in keeping that not as dangerous as it could have been.
Huge hit at the blue line, but the Panthers benefit as the puck works its way into the Avalanche zone. Romer and Oros are there, but the Avalanche able to skate it out. Another big collision at the blue line. Here comes Romer. Romer hangs on to it. He's got it at the faceoff dot. Feed to the center, and the deflection is padded away by Heath Bear. Romer still battling on that corner. 6:04 to play in this first period. Panthers up 2-1. Up to the point. A shot there is deflected away by Monroe to the near wall, and they'll look to break this one out. Nice deflection by the Panthers. Keeps it in their possession. Romer will give chase as the Panthers get a defensive change. 5:49 to go in the first period. Oregon gathers in neutral ice and looks to set up. Stop-up move is knocked away that time from Jacob Cameron of Oregon. And we have a hand pass is the call. And the referee signaling that he closed his fist around it and then dropped it. You can tap it, you can even kind of palm it, but you can't glove it, close the fist. That's what the referee signals, so the faceoff will be in the Avalanche zone.
And honestly, that could have been a 2-minute penalty for delay of game, so take the faceoff.
A quick shot bangs hard off the legs of number 25, Bryce Montgomery. Avalanche in transition and shoot it up behind the Panther net. Buskogger there for Oregon, sends it up the wall, but nobody there except Monroe players. They work it back down that time to Montgomery. He sends it around to the opposite side wall. Barnish trying to get it there for Oregon. Up to the point, and it's held once more by the Avalanche. Nearly poked clear, and now it is clear. Could try to knock his man off from Jared Dillon, and Dillon now has it working toward the top of the far circle. Good drop pass and a great breakup by Oregon. They've got a chance to get a 3-on-2 here as they move forward. Cameron fires that one loosely on net. It gets a bit wide, hits the back wall, and stays back there. Panthers in a change as they get a new set of forwards out. Try and pick this one up, and it'll come to Stoffaker instead for Monroe. Works past one defender. Now he's got a one-on-one. Got a man across. A shot and a score! Stoffaker, a nice little glide toward the near side face-off dot. Cuts across the green to the blocker side and ties this game at 2.
And that was, again, another goal scorer's goal. Looked like a 2-on-1 was playing, so Colton had to play the shot. He was cheating a little bit more to the center, which gave that open corner and makes it 2-2.
That's Stoffaker's 9th goal of the season. Hayden Roth, who had the earlier goal for Monroe, it was his 8th goal of the season. These forwards for Monroe are dangerous. Tied at 2 with 4:44 to play in this first period. An exciting Badger South home opener. Big hit up against the wall. We'll get the call here for the assist as well. Roman Bauer and Caden Janicki get credited with the assist. Behind the net, it is held by Monroe, and they will look to break it out. Monroe coming 3-on-3 here. That's Janicki as he cuts through. Nice job by his teammates to hold. Drops to Stoffaker. His pass, though, broken up. A great defensive effort by Ben Wiedholz to not allow them to set up another play. 4:10 to go in this first period. Hayden Roth now cycling through the center for the Avalanche. He meets up with some resistance at the blue line, and the puck is knocked to the neutral zone once again. Romer with a long reach and disrupts that play quite successfully. The Panthers backhanded in. It's Wiedholz once more. He'll go for a change as Romer picks this one up in the corner. Romer trying to find his man Kyle Rohrer. That time they avoid the hand pass penalty we had earlier. A nice play with the hand. And this one comes out to neutral ice, held again by Oregon. Looking for the entry pass to Romer. He gets tied up with Stoffaker right at the point, and it's back to the neutral zone.
One thing I'm really liking is that we're seeing a lot of intensity, a lot of physical play. No penalties, no bad decisions.
Rohrer dragging his way through, nearly gets another opportunity, but a good job by the Monroe defense keeps him away from the net. Up to the point for the Panthers, opposite side, wind and a swing and a miss, just caught it with the edge of the toe. Does not get enough on it. Another opportunity here, though, and it's sent down by Buskogger once more. Towards the slot. Oro's there, but Avalanche knock it forward, and now they're into a foot race. Moving forward is Aiden Scott. Scott ties up with the defenseman, swings and misses on the second chance. Aiden Scott nearly got there. Some speed shown by both teams with 2:55 to play.
Great defensive effort to stop that from happening, so definitely what you want to see.
Scott that time, he doesn't hold on to it. Colton Ayers picks it out of midair, but transitioning the other way are the Avalanche. Their shot goes wide as they tried to get it through the legs. Firing that one on net was Roman Bauer. Back behind the net, it is Schmidt moving it across to Caden Peterson. Adam Franken's got it once more, gets caught up in the legs of Hayden Roth and remains in the Panthers zone. Franken near side, Roth with a shot, sticked away easily by Daly, would have been wide of the net either way. 2:22 to play in the first period, all tied at 2. 2's on the scoreboard here as the Panthers move forward. That time a poke check in center ice, but a follow-up by the Panthers. A lot of neutral zone play in this game, Dan, and both teams are having some success disrupting the other on the transition.
Yeah, these are two ridiculously even-matched teams. We've seen a lot of that. There has been no panic icings or anything along those lines. They're just seeing what's out there and being able to adjust.
Stoffaker moves cross ice. A shot comes in, the deflection comes, but it sends it wide to the right side of the net. Stoffaker once more. That one bounces out of the zone on him. A bouncing puck. Franken tries to corral it, and now they do have it. Wiedholtz, though, shouldered down by Hayden Roth. Roth, one of the smaller guys on the ice, 5'6", 120, not afraid to mix it up, and that one looked like it caught Daly maybe in the helmet. Didn't look like he got it cleanly, but he got it away with 1:30 to go. Panthers keep the game tied at 2 here in this first period. Behind their own net looking for a breakout. Towards Wiedholtz, he can't handle it at the far side wall, and it comes back to the near edge. Caden Peterson trickles it along, trying to find Franken, and that one does poke its way into the neutral zone. Stoffaker once again dumps it in. Panthers will try and get some new skaters out there. Parker Schmidt on the far side wall, ahead to Barnish. Barnish loses that one. It comes back to the near side edge. Buskogger as we get inside of 1 minute to play. Barnish there, sending it up along the wall once more. Held, though, and held nicely by number 23, Jared Dillon. Near side wall for Parker Schmidt. Leaves it lightly to the point. Force Stoffaker to just dump it back in, and the Panthers will have a chance. Buskogger, cross ice. Nobody there except Peyton Stoffaker of the Avalanche. Sends a light one in, and it moves off to the right side. Barnish following along. Chip behind the net as Monroe gets a new line out there with 30 seconds to go. Try for the home run, and Rohrer just flinging along high speed against Cooper Dreyfus, pushes him into the wall and fights for this puck. 20 seconds to play in this tied first period, all square at 2. Oro's there, trying to dive after it as Rohrer on his face. He can't get it, now a 2-on-2. Stoffaker to the edge, great poke check from Buskogger. Stoffaker cross ice, one last chance and a glove save from Colton Daly. The Avalanche, as you said, do not give up. They set a great play even as time is winding down on them. Daly keeps the Panthers alive.
Yeah, again, they're playing whistle to whistle, and their transition there from playing hard defense in the corner to looking at a really good scoring opportunity was brilliant.
Off the faceoff with just 6 seconds to go, trapped on the dot. Panthers now have it, and they will flip it by. No, it's still on the ice. But the horn sounds, and a very quick first period, not a lot of stoppages, goes by. We find ourselves tied at 2.
17-minute period. We started at 2 minutes after 7. That's a 22-minute, 17-minute period with 4 goals.
That is insane. So we had, I don't remember a single offsides.
No offsides.
Maybe an icing
one
or 2.
Icing or 2.
Yeah.
It was a really tight played
and
period.
No penalties either.
Absolutely no penalties, and it was played a physical game, but everybody was playing good hockey, and that was an exciting, probably the best period of hockey I've seen probably in 2 seasons.
I mean, we're here, we're on OCA Media, we're definitely Oregon supporters, right?
Oh, yes.
But if you're a fan of hockey, if you just want to watch some well-played hockey, That was a great period. Both teams, defense, offense, transition game,
Yep.
goalie play, neutral zone play, had everything you want.
Exactly. And again, you saw Monroe go down quick by 2 goals, but there was no panic. There was no chippiness. They just went, whistled, face off, whistle, face off to get something done. And Oregon, after giving up a 2-goal lead, once again, they just stayed with it, and going into the second period should be really interesting.
Let's talk a little bit about Monroe just before you get going. Heath Bear, their senior goaltender. You and I saw him when he was a sophomore. He's been a 4-year starter for them. His first year, 1-14. Sophomore year, 4-15-2. Last year, 7-12. This year, 5-1-0, and his last game on Saturday was his first ever shutout against Greendale. 91.4% on the season. He gives up 2 here, but those were both pretty good goals, and we're seeing a lot from both of these goaltenders. Bear in particular, looking very sharp.
Absolutely. You go back to when we were doing some of the Monroe games. I honestly thought his freshman year he had some of the most skills out of any goaltender I'd seen at that age, just very raw. He needed a little bit more development, a little bit more time. Last season, you could see it start to pick up, and now he is a remarkably confident and steady goaltender, and I don't think Monroe has had that in the past. And you kind of pose that against someone like Colton Daly, who, again, great goaltender, great positioning. Neither one of them get rattled, and they'll give your team the chance to win.
And then I'll read you what I wrote here at the start, and then we'll get going. The data I have only goes back to the 2012-2013 season, but in that time, Monroe has never beaten Oregon. I wrote, I think Oregon's going to have their hands full against a team that historically they've been able to handle easily. If this first period is an indication, that's absolutely the case.
I think the way to look at it, and I was thinking about this on the way into the arena, Oregon and Edgewood is another thing where Oregon wants to beat Edgewood. That's kind of like the pinnacle of the season. I think right now Monroe is looking, we got to beat Oregon in order to make our way in with everybody else, and they've got a murderer's row of talent they're going to have to deal with later in the season.
Alrighty, folks, let's take some time to thank our generous sponsors that help make this program possible. We couldn't do this without them. It takes a fair amount of money, fair amount of staff talent to make this happen. We are very excited to bring it to you, and we are able to because of these community-minded sponsors, including the Oregon School District, actively building competence, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Community Bank, feel-good banking. Oregon Youth Basketball Boosters, providing area youth with instructional and competitive basketball opportunities. Stoughton Hospital and Oregon Urgent Care Clinic, trusted care close to home. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. Check out OregonBoosters.com for details. Torhorst Insurance, your hometown insurance agency that's doing big things. The Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the Oregon community. Sonny's Kitchen, serving great coffee, delicious home-cooked meals, and award-winning desserts located in the heart of Oregon. Oregon Tax and Accounting, serving the Oregon community since 2001. See Jim for all your small business and personal tax services. Firefly Coffee House and Artisan Cheese, in the heart of downtown Oregon, offering fresh bakery, daily lunch specials, soups and salads, along with hand-selected small-batch Wisconsin cheese. TDS, get blazing fast TDS fiber internet in your home today. With speeds up to 1 gig, you can surf, stream, watch videos, or game online with ease. Say no to slow and hello to go with TDS fiber. Oregon Youth Basketball, providing opportunity for the youth of Oregon to develop their basketball skills and enjoy the game of basketball by providing both recreational and competitive basketball opportunities. It's 2-2 Oregon Monroe. We've got 2 periods left. We'll take a break and be back on OCA Media's coverage of Oregon Panthers boys hockey. Welcome back, everyone, to OCA Media's presentation of Oregon Panthers boys hockey. It's tied at 2 as we head into the second period. And Dan, just before we get started with that, let's talk a little bit about divisions. For the longest time in boys hockey and in girls, it's been a single division sport. There are only 83 teams in the state, and so they played as a single division. Obviously, fewer teams even in the girls' side. Now for the boys, they're doing a 2-division system. They wanted 32 teams in Division 2, so you had even brackets for that tournament. There'll be 51 teams in Division 1. Each team will send 4 to the state tournament, so there will be 4 regionals for Division 1, 4 for Division 2. Oregon will be Division 2. Monroe will be Division 1 because Oregon has an enrollment of 1,122. Monroe only 712, but they co-op with a bunch of schools. And I don't have the exact rules on how they determine it, but obviously that factored in. bump Monroe to number 1. That means Oregon in their sectional, which is the St. Mary Springs sectional, will have Cedarburg, McFarland, Monona Grove, Oregon, obviously, St. Mary Springs, Stoughton, Waunakee, and Waupun. Waunakee and St. Mary Springs, both pretty good teams. The rest of those teams, fair competition that this team has seen a lot of. Monroe will have Baraboo Portage, DeForest, Edgewood, La Follette East, Memorial, West, Middleton, Reedsburg, Wisconsin Dells, Sauk Prairie, Sun Prairie, Tomah, and Verona. You described it as a murderer's row of opponents, and that is a difficult sectional to come out of.
Yeah, it really is. And look, for everybody who is listening to everything you said and have no idea what any of that means, you're not alone, because I'm one of them. What essentially it means, pardon me, is that in order for Monroe to go deep, they have to beat some of the state's best hockey programs. Oregon has to deal with some competitors too, but nowhere near the level. So it's one of those things where you want to play teams better than you to get better. It's just unfortunate that they drew a Division I against those teams.
It's going to be tough for them, but I'll tell you, as we're watching them here, you and I said it at the end of the first period, that was one of the best periods of high school hockey we've seen. Both teams in every phase playing really well. Not a single penalty against either team. Not one offsides, one or maybe 2 icings. I can't remember precisely, but at most 2. Like, in control, great passing, great shooting, great goaltending, defense, the whole kit and caboodle, and I can't wait to see what the next 17 minutes bring.
Absolutely. I think they're going to really ramp it up.
Romer against Janicki in the faceoff dot. Janicki wins it back to Dillon, who is able to dump it into the Panthers zone. Held there, though, by Oregon. Buskogger near side, put pressure on, and it's Hayden Roth in the corner. Roth taken to the ice, and both teams continue to battle for that puck. Oros to the point, but held by Stoffaker. Knocked down there by Buskogger to Oros again, and he nicely chips it against the wall and gets it clear, and here comes Romer. He's got Rohrer with him. Romer in the corner, evades the hit, hangs onto the puck, looking to center this one. Sends it past and just out of the reach of the point man. They do deflect it, and they'll hold possession. Buskogger moving it along the near side. Panthers nearly had a great setup, and here's Oros all alone. Pass across to Romer, and it was somehow saved away. Oh, my goodness. Romer and Oros combined, and the Panthers still have it. Once again, in towards the middle. Panthers, the backhand just swings over the top, and that was Rohrer. Nearly had his third once again. Instead goes hard into the boards, and the Avalanche have it in their zone. They'll break it out the other way. 16 minutes to play. Here's Hayden Roth against Spencer Buskogger. Roth gets around him. Low angle into the middle. A shot and a save. Daly save. Second chance, and the third chance gets it. Colton Daly does a heck of a job down there, but unfortunately, 2 rebounds lead to a third shot, and finally a score for Monroe. They take the lead 3-2.
Yeah, Dreyfus was just right there, and they just kept whacking away. Colton thought he had the puck covered, and it kind of bounced back out. And again, it's the same kind of thing we saw in the first Oregon goal. Just hard work in front of the net and not giving up that gives Monroe the lead.
Monroe gets that score, and we believe it was Cooper Dreyfus. We'll get the PA announcement for the assist here. Dreyfus is the goal scorer. Kate Janicki with the first assist, and Hayden Roth, number 3, with the second assist. They both had shots that Daly turned away. A second shot coming in quickly there, and it actually works its way through the pads and stick of Colton Daly, but the Panthers able to skate it away. This one deflected and then knocked away. Nice play with the hand by Oregon. Slap it along to the near wall, and there's Franken to set things up for the Panthers. Through neutral ice as the Panthers now trail 3-2, work it ahead, and there's Franken, right wing side. Stops up, he's got some open room at the outer hash marks. Feed into the middle, deflection no good. Second chance is no good and gathered up by Heath Bear. Ben Wiedholtz nicely got that rebound, ripped one in, but Bear able to turn it away.
Yeah, and that was a positional save. He was right where he needed to be, and he made it look easy, but he was having a hard time tracking and feeling that puck in his body. So again, great work down low by Oregon. They just need some more second and third chances in front of the net.
15:03 to play in this second period. Avalanche are up 3-2. Nearly had a chance there. Second chance, a shot and a save. That turnaround shot fired by the freshman Simon Dosher, and the freshmen of Oregon are getting involved today. Cameron Dosher, obviously Kyle Rohrer, Trey McKee's been involved. They're getting some work done.
Yeah, they're really doing great job of collapsing in too. They're really getting in front of in front of the net now.
And now we nearly have a turnaround. Hayden Roth gets behind his man, passes across, and he can't settle it down. Roth can't get the return pass, and the Panthers dodge a bullet there. A great offensive setup from Monroe, betrayed by some passes that were just offline. I apologize, I called Trey McKee as freshman. He is new on varsity, but he is a junior in the class rank. Stoffaker tries to flip one down, and it's Buskogger that holds. Swings over the top, though, and gives a chance. Here's Roth, top of the circle, sends opposite side, swing over the top, and the Panthers gather the loose puck off a stick, turned around by Peterson, and out into the neutral zone. Monroe will fire it back in, and the Panthers will gather with 14:15 to play in the second. Oregon's got numbers as they try and move forward here. Nice little hop, a move around by Dosher, who dumps it in to the Monroe zone. Putting some pressure on there is the aforementioned Trey McKee with 14:03 to play as Stoffaker tries to skate it around the other direction. Held at the blue line by Laszlo Oros, who guns it down and rims it to the opposite side. Stopping up there to pick that one up is Dillon. Into the middle, the Panthers nearly able to turn on it, but it's gathered away and taken by Monroe into the neutral zone. Panthers high off the glass. Good little hand play by Romer, dropped in for Rohr, and then knocked clear by the Avalanche once more. Oros backhands that one in. Stoffaker will pick it up in his own near corner for the Avalanche. We'll tap around to Dillon on the near side. Cross ice picked off. Oros, high slot. Pushed off at once, stays with it. Face-off dot, shot off the shoulder of Heath Bear. Second chance, and now they wisely go to the point. There's Parker Schmidt. A little snapshot, and it's deflected away. Into the middle once more. Oros, cross ice, and the one-timer doesn't go. Swinging over the top. The Panthers buzzing here with 13:12 to play. Into the middle again, and the deflection goes wide. The Avalanche got their sticks in there, and now there's a 2-on-2 chance. Panther skater has to pick up his stick. Move across and broken up by Joe Romer, playing well in this game as he did 3 days ago on Saturday. Panthers to the far side wall. It's held there by Avalanche. They knock in a shot. No good. Second shot saved by Daly. Rebound not clear by Parker Schmidt of Oregon. Schmidt up that far wall and glasses it away. A nice job to get that clear.
Yeah, great job down low on Bear. They were moving it around good, getting the looks they wanted, just not that second or third chance.
Shot by Janicki is a little wide, hits the outside netting of the cage. He's got the puck beneath the net once again. Sends it opposite side, still behind the net. They try to get it through, but a great job by Colton Ayers not to allow that to happen. At the point, though, a big shot delivered forward by the Panthers. They try and get some momentum off of that, but the Avalanche hold it and control in neutral ice. Now send this one up for Janicki. Janicki moving on the outside edge, wants to get that cross ice pass in. Nothing there as the Panthers clog the zone perfectly. Stoffaker at the point, Janicki again. Cross ice broken up but held, and back to Janicki, top of the far circle. His shot goes wide, bangs hard off the boards. Up against the wall, that was Klitsky who rims it around to the opposite side. Dreyfus drops down low, poked clear by the Panthers, and offsides. Did not hold that one on the blue line, and we will have our very first offsides faceoff.
Yeah, and that was not offsides by much. We're seeing a lot of great play on each end, really down low. They're getting the puck behind the net, looking for bodies up in front. There just haven't been a lot of those second and third rebound attempts, so the defense is doing a good job of knocking it down.
Great block shot by Adam Franken. Bear coming out. Franken blocks it away and holds that one in the zone. Avalanche can't clear it, but Bear gets back into his net. Feed down low, cross ice, no good. Out to the point. Stopped up there by the Panthers and sent back down. Nice job by the Avalanche. Great job in the neutral zone by Oregon to not allow that one to be an odd man rush the other way. 11:26 to play in the second period. Monroe Avalanche, the visiting Badger South opponent, up 3-2 against the Oregon Panthers. And here's Colton Ayers, tries to drag around a second man, can't do it. Center point and a shot, and it's just wide on the right side of the cage. Dillon now takes a huge hit on the far corner. Big contact there, contact at the blue line, and now with some speed, here comes Kate Janicki, and we get a whistle behind the play. And we have some upset parents here. We have a whistle behind the play. An elbowing call is coming up, and it's going to go against Monroe. You can hear a parent to my left who is displeased. But the referee wasting no time sending that signal. Peyton Stoffaker showing some leadership here, the captain. Obviously his player is upset, and he's telling him, look, you're not going to make it any better by arguing with the refs. Get in the box and we'll kill off this penalty.
Yeah, and that's the thing you got to do. Whether you agree with the call or not, you've got to go to the box. You're never going to win on appeal. There's never been the refs say, you're right, I was wrong. You just got to go with it. So here's a chance again, to work hard to kill this penalty and try and come out with something.
Cooper Dreyfus, the one called for 2 minutes for elbowing. This one held by Luke Kuberski, who brings it in shorthanded. Minute 50 on the Panther power play with 10:50 to play in this period. Panthers try a long pass. It's no good, and it's going to be gathered up by Ryan Molitor. He swings over the top, though, and here come the Panthers. One and a drive, and it's just wide. Buskogger had some hustle on that one, calling for the puck again. Instead, they try the opposite point, no good, and here's a 2-on-2 developing. Kuberski in the center. They manage to tap it around. Here's Molitor, all alone, shot and a save, and it's covered up by Colton Daly. Kuberski and Ryan Molitor combined. I talked to their coach, Barry Einbeck, before the game. He said, watch out for Molitor. He's got a lot of talent. He shows it there, combining with Kuberski to get a shorthanded chance.
Yeah, and his speed is deceiving because he's such a big strider. He doesn't look like he's going that fast, but he had some speed. And if nothing else, you kill time on the power play by getting an offensive zone, a face-off in the other end.
Minute 25 on the Panther power play as they try and dig it out of their defensive zone. Hold it behind the net for Oros. Send up to Colton Ayers. Ayers, a nice move at the blue line, shuffles it to Romer. On the left wing side, drops it to the point. Cross to Ayers in the slot. Back down to Romer in the corner, and the Panthers get set up. Point for Oros. Oros shifts down. Works around his man towards the face-off dot. Through the middle towards Rohrer, and Rohrer nearly got it. But a good touch from the Monroe Avalanche, and we've got some aggressive play. Panthers fans wanted a call down there, but Oregon holds the puck with 50 seconds left on the power play. Cross ice, Oros, top of the far circle. Oros' shot is deflected high into the safety netting, out of play. 44 seconds on the power play, 9:45 in the period, and we'll have the out-of-play face-off.
Do not be surprised if the refs make another questionable call that goes against Oregon. I think they're looking for a makeup call because I'm not 100% sold on the penalty that was called, and you're seeing some physicality that's being let go.
Janicki was getting aggressive down in that corner against Rohrer. Off this one, a little bit of a trip there, and that is going to be the call. And the Panthers are going to be tagged for a trip. A player did trip. I have to admit, in real time, though, I wasn't quite looking there, so I didn't see. It's going to be Kyle Rohrer tagged for the tripping penalty.
I think 9 times out of 10 that doesn't get called. And not just because seconds before that happened, I said something like that could happen. But again, it's one of those things where the refs are going to make that call because I think that first call was a little sketchy.
So 4-on-4 for 40 seconds. Then it'll be a minute 20 of a Monroe playoff. The Avalanche, Monroe power play, and the Avalanche do lead 3-2 here in the second period. 9:35 to play in this period. At center ice, Hayden Roth picks it up with speed. He gets around Parker Schmidt. Roth, a shot and a score. Hayden Roth buries another. That is his second goal of the night. It's an even strength goal, 4-on-4, so neither penalty will expire, and Monroe takes the 4-2 lead.
They can burn you so many ways, and the speed that we're seeing from Monroe in this game is something that I don't think a lot of teams were expecting. And now what Oregon really has to do is take a breath, not make bad decisions, and just get back to Panther hockey, grinding and generating opportunity.
25 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Then the Panthers will be on the kill for a minute 20. Work this one up into center. There's the call for Kyle Rohrer on the trip. A shot from the point, and that's easily held by Colton Daly. We'll try and get the call for you on the goal to see if there were any assists for Hayden Roth.
Yeah, the next couple minutes here are going to be really important for Oregon. They need to make a statement and try and get a goal, or at least put some more pressure on Bear.
Face-off won by the Panthers. They skate it right out of their defensive zone. A nice move around, and fighting for this is Outhouse, but the defense able to get it clear. Jared Dillon gets the one assist on that play, and now the Avalanche are full strength. Panthers on the penalty kill. Minute 12 on that penalty kill. 8:51 left to go in this period. Monroe up 4-2 here at the Oregon Ice Arena. The first Badger South game for both of these teams in the 2019-2020 season. Shot for the top of the circle. It goes through a lot of traffic, but ends up wide. Nice backhand from Romer to clear the zone. The Avalanche will have to reset with 53 seconds left on the power play. Kuberski in towards Molitor. Cross ice and a shot. It's up off the shoulder, and the Panthers are able to clear it. Daly fights that one off, and the defense helps him out, getting the loose puck clear. Another shot from the slot, and that one's cleanly gloved by the Panthers netminder. 8:21 to play in the second.
Oregon was getting shots there, or Monroe was getting shots there, but Oregon really wanted to keep them to the outside, put nobody in front of the net, and that way Daly is able to see every shot that was coming in. And he had to make a couple good saves, including that awkward one off the shoulder.
Face-off is taken by the Avalanche. Cross ice to Stoffaker. Stoffaker challenged nicely at the point by Ayers, and that one is not clear. They have to check up on the delayed offsides. Great job by Ayers to grab that puck and send it down toward Heath Bear. Stoffaker behind his net. 24 seconds left on this Monroe power play. They are up 4-2 here in the second period with an even 8 minutes to play. Send it across, and it's Cade Janicki that'll bring it up on the left wing side. Comes in with numbers and decides to rim it the opposite way. Up towards the point, held there by Monroe. Now knocked away and out of the zone with 4 seconds left on the power play. Panthers close to completing the kill. Once again on the near side, that one toward the center. Held and dropped in towards Hayden Roth. He can't get it. He had a wide open look if he was able to settle that one down. Dreyfus back behind the net finds Janicki. He takes a big push up against the wall, and there's Stoffaker near point once again for Monroe. Puck on the wall. Colton Ayers has it for the Panthers, sends it to the near side where it's taken by number 25, Aiden Leatherberry. Still held by Janicki at the blue line. Tries a backhand in, and this one cleaned up by Franken, and now Franken's got some speed, and he's got a teammate with him. Stop up at the point, let his team get a change. Sends into the center, but easily deflected away by Stoffaker. Ayers down low, and that time he finds Trey McKee. Ayers again towards the middle for Franken, gathered up by the Avalanche. Here comes McKee fighting for it, and a nice play with the skate blade out into neutral ice. Panthers dodge the offside. They'll get a change with 6:50 to go in this period.
A noticeable change that they've made is Oregon's defense is not pinching at all. They're really watching their position, if not going back even further than normal.
Oro's up towards the point, and they do manage to just clear it out. Avalanche send it back in, but they'll have to check up. Holding this one is Ben Outhouse. Rims it near side for Buskogger. In towards the middle, it's taken by Romer. Lead pass for Rohr is out of his reach, and the Avalanche turn it around. Pushed up against the wall right in front of the Panthers bench. Big fight there, and it's going to be Outhouse that takes this one for Oregon. Shoulder it over and find Romer. Up towards the corner, Oros tries to lead his man, but it's a bit too far. Rohr is still following, though, goes hard into that corner after that puck. Molitor rims it near side. Oros has got it. Top of the circle, shot off the corner. Oros blindly picks the glove side corner, guns in a killer shot, but just hits the corner of the crossbar.
I don't think anybody saw that shot coming in, and that one was right on target, and honestly, Bear's lucky to have the pipe there. Otherwise, this is a 4-3 game.
That was a gorgeous shot from essentially a no-look position.
Yeah.
Didn't have his feet set, and just a laser beam in, just missing high and to the right, grabbing the iron. This one bangs around a lot, and now here comes a 2-on-2 chance. As working his way through, and we have an offsides. Trying to make one last move at the corner there was Cooper Dreyfus. Delayed a bit too long, and the offsides call comes. We'll have a neutralized faceoff.
Yeah, that was an offsides caused by defensive play. That extra little poke that made Monroe adjust, put them offsides by a half a step, and that's good, solid defense from the Panthers.
5:51 to play in the second period. The Avalanche up 4-2 as they chop this one in off the faceoff, held by the Panthers. Leatherberry up the corner, backhanded along by McKee, sent into the Panther zone. Dreyfus can't get it, but his teammates gather it up at their own blue line, find Stoffaker far side. He hits Hayden Roth, and Roth able to follow along. Roth with a little spinorama move, knocked off, but hangs onto the puck as he works to the outside edge. That one skate-bladed away by the Panthers, still trying to gather this puck, force it along the near side, and are able to get a little space to maneuver in their own defensive zone. Little one-hand poke, and they keep it going. Nice job by Hayden Roth again, but now coming forward is Simon Dosher. Dosher a light shot, and that's sticked up into the glass. Held onto by Monroe, and Monroe's going to try to exploit the line change here from the Panthers. That pass did not quite work for it, though, and Buskogger able to get involved. 5 minutes even to play in the second period. Panthers trail by 2. It's 4-2 Monroe. Feed into the center for Rohr is broken up and skated away by Cade Janicki of Monroe. Ahead to Dreyfus, his cross ice right to Laszlo Oroza's tape, and he's able to get it to Joe Romer. Romer using the referee, forces it into the corner. Stop up move, hangs with that puck, still fighting. Monroe to the wall, and it's Outhouse. Outhouse rims it back down. There's Romer behind the net, and he can't quite grab it with the toe of the stick. Instead, the puck comes to that near side wall. Buskogger, shot, deflection, and a great pad save from Heath Bear. Rohrer stick handling, a shot, and what a glove! And he didn't hold it, but it got cleared by his defenseman. Heath Bear and his defenseman combined for a web gem of a save. The backhand pass through the legs is picked off, and here comes Hayden Roth along with Cooper Dreyfus. Dreyfus dumps it. They'll get 5 new skaters. A great offensive push from Oregon. A nice little one-handed touch from Oros. He'll go for a change as Oregon completes their own change. Frankenline coming on.
Yeah, that was, I don't know how Bear managed to stop that second part, but he got lucky that his defender was right there in the crease.
Oh, a nice chance for Monroe. Unfortunately, it goes a bit too long. They had their intended target, Blaze Janicki, but the pass out of his reach goes down for icing, and we'll have the face-off in the Monroe zone.
The first 5 minutes of this game were real even, but you had to give the edge to Oregon. I think since that point, you have to give the edge to the Avalanche because they have just never quit. They keep coming and coming, and their speed in transition and their ability to generate something out of nothing is really giving the Panthers a difficult time.
Monroe up 4-2, face-off in their zone. They do control it and are able to work it around the defense. Losing track of that puck, though, and Ayers able to send it back into the zone. Franken delivers a little check as he tries to get on this puck. Molitor trying to skate away, taken away by Colton Ayers. Ayers, low slot, and he lifts it just high. Turn around, it bangs off the outside of the cage. As trying to send that one in was Ben Wiedholz. Molitor in the corner again, stopped by Ayers once more. Ayers rips it into center, but there's nobody there except Luke Kuberski. Taken away by Wiedholz. Wiedholz's shot is just wide. I think he might have had Bear beat there. Here's Wiedholz again. Past one man, second chance, no good. The defense getting involved, and now we have a penalty coming up. Elbowing, or holding, is going to be the call. Holding, and this is going to go against Monroe. So with 3:11 to play in this second period, the Panthers get another power play as number 9, Luke Kuberski is called for the holding.
Yeah, and there really isn't much of an argument on that one. He had to hold him up. There was not much of a choice there. So a good penalty to take if you're going to take one. And now Oregon has a chance to build on the power play and get within one.
Big opportunity for the Panthers. They win the faceoff. It's Lazo Oros who occupies that point position in their power play scheme, but a nice defensive effort by Hayden Roth forces them to retreat. And then an errant pass from Joe Romer sends them deeper into their own territory. 2 minutes, 58 seconds to go in this period. Minute 45 on the power play. Oros coming up the left wing edge as he moves through neutral ice and cuts to the center. Working his way past a couple of different men. Puck caught up in the skates, following, and a shot from Adam Franken goes wide. Doesn't find its way to the net mouth. Romer hustles in and gets it at the point. Working it back down low, and Romer again. Past his legs and out into the neutral zone. He'll whip it over to Oros. Panthers looking to reset. 2:33 to play in this period. Minute 20 on the power play, and the Avalanche have control, and they will whistle this one down, putting the pressure on as Cade Janicki, as Colton Daly stops it up behind his own net. Nice job by Romer, not to give him an opportunity for a shorthanded try. Panthers in the neutral zone. There's Oros. Oros coming in with Rohrer. Oros into the corner. Works his way behind the net. Wants to center this one. Nothing there. Wisely hangs on. Romer center point now. Down low, and there's Rohrer. Face-off dot. Rohrer shot, and it's off the edge of the pad. That one will not come out because they get the change at just the right time. There's Rohrer, wide open again. Shot! A save against the 5-hole. He closed the pads up and didn't allow it to go. Franken swings over the top, and the Avalanche will get a clear.
You know, on this power play, Oregon has hurt themselves more than helped it. The first half of that power play, they were struggling to get good entry, and then when they are able to get in and get a shot, they're one and done.
Here comes Wiedholz. Wiedholz in the high slot, swings over the top of the puck and then is knocked away from it. Stoffaker's got it for Monroe. He sends it high nearly into the Oregon bench, but it does catch the board. 15 seconds left on the power play. Minute 24 left in the period. The Avalanche are up 4-2 here at the Oregon Community Ice Arena. Nice job by Buskogger just to tap that one along and not allow the Avalanche to get a free opportunity. Tapped in by Wiedholz as he tries to save the offsides, but the Avalanche have it, and both teams are full strength as the penalty expires. Hayden Roth can't stick handle his way through, and the Panthers chip it, and here they come the other way. Jacob Cameron, his shot is deflected and ends up behind the net. 58 seconds to go in this period. Parker Schmidt, a quick shot and a pad save. Panthers with it, they get it back to Parker. He goes to the opposite point. Far point. Oh, what a block by Hayden Roth. He had to eat up a big one there. Second shot is allowed to go all the way into the corner with 43 seconds to play in the period. Parker Schmidt swings over the top once more, but the Panthers hold this puck. Cameron takes a big hit from Peyton Stoffaker, but the Panthers hold it still. Panthers with a lot of offensive pressure here if they can just get a shot to go. Held at the center point, wind and a drive. It comes in lightly as it wasn't hit cleanly. Avalanche still have it. Panthers fighting. Working his way through is Trey McKee. Now Stoffaker with 20 seconds. Can't get it out. Panthers in the corner once more. Behind the net for McKee. Centers it, but there's nobody there but Avalanche players, and they'll get it to clear. 10 seconds to go, and I think the Panthers will try and just let this one go, and they give it away. Kuberski a 2-on-1 with Roth. Shot, and a great kick save from Colton Daly. 1 second to play, and there is the end of your period. I am out of breath. I know these players are out of breath. What a period of hockey, but in the end, it's the Avalanche that get two. They extend their lead. They're up 4-2 going into the third.
Yeah, play got a little sloppy in the second period. Definitely not as clean and precise as it was in the first. But you saw an awful lot of good play. And really, the goaltenders in both periods have really been standing up. Bear looked really good in this period, was helped out by a pipe. Colton was helped out by the pipe once and also looked very good, especially on that last shot that came in. He kicked it with that right toe. So again, great goaltending and another fast period.
Very fast, and the Panthers now are down 4-2. They've got 17 minutes to try and find a way to get back on top. You're Coach Clemens, you're his staff. Are you adjusting anything, and what are you saying to your players in the locker room right now?
I think they made the wise adjustment in defense. They're not letting them activate as often as they did in the last game because that actually hurt them a little bit. So I've seen that. They're definitely looking for those shots from the point with traffic. So they understand Bear's going to stop what he sees, so let's get some weird bouncers, some flutterers. Let's do that. And you're telling your team, just keep doing what you're doing and stay out of the box.
Alrighty, folks, it's 4-2 Avalanche here at the Oregon Community Ice Arena. We have one more period of hockey left for you before we get going. As I said, please do let our sponsors know that you heard about them here on OCA Media. When you go and patronize their businesses, tell them we sent you out there. They love to hear that. If you would like to join our fine group of sponsors and support OCA Media Sports, please drop us a note at ocamedia.com. We would love to have you as a sponsor. Find us on Facebook, and we do cover lots of Panther varsity sports games. Check out our YouTube page for more great sports coverage from your community access cable station. We are now on TDS and charter cable throughout Dane County. If you live anywhere in Dane County, you can pick us up. We're broadcasting in HD on TDS channels 1019 and 1020. That's 1019 and 1020. And we are always looking for community volunteers to help us record events here in Oregon. Each year, we broadcast over 275 local events for our communities, and that's not just sports. That's city council meetings, that's school board meetings, that's concerts, that's parades, that's everything that is going on in the Oregon community. If you want to help us complete that mission, help us with coverage, with camera work, with whatever you can, drop us a line at ocamedia.com. It's 4-2 Monroe, but there's a period left. We'll be right back with more Panthers hockey on OCA Media. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. Zach Seeloff and Dan Graychuk with you here on OCA Media's coverage of Oregon Panthers boys hockey. The Panthers give up 2 in the second. They now trail 4-2. 1 period left to try to get back on top. What do you want to see them do, especially on offense? What do you want to see them do, try and close these out? Because, boy, we have seen them get awfully close. What do they have to do to get it the rest of the way there?
You know, anytime you're behind in a game or you're having to deal with some level of adversity, it's a good barometer to your coach to see how you react. And if I was a coach, what I'd want to see is discipline and good decisions on the ice. We've got 17 minutes to score a minimum of 2 goals. We need to make sure we always have 5 bodies on the ice skating and 1 in net, and we cannot allow ourselves to take bad penalties. So it's one of these opportunities for Oregon to show the character of the team when they're down by a couple goals against a team that they haven't stopped. They just keep coming and coming and coming with speed. So character of the team and discipline.
And then how do you like the line shuffle? Last week we saw, or Saturday I should say, not last week, we had Franken, Oros, and Ayers, 1, 2, 3 on the forward line, the first line. Now, Franken and Ayers are anchoring the second line, and Oros is matched up with Romer and Rohrer. They've gotten 2 goals, that line has. Rohrer obviously had his 2 within 40 seconds in the first period, and it seems like now both lines are generating some threat. Do you like that shuffle?
Absolutely. I mean, it's looked like somebody put a quarter in Rohrer from the beginning of the game, and you want to give him that opportunity, so I like that change.
It is that first line out there. They do win this faceoff, and here comes Rohrer along with Oros. He drops it to the point, a wise little pass there, and finds it into Romer near the slot. Romer to the point once again. Shot from Buskager. They try the deflection, the second chance, and a great stop by Heath Bear. Bears pads have been alive tonight, keeping those out of the back of the net. Janicki swings over the top, but he does hold it for Monroe, and now he's going to bring it forward. He got plenty of space there and tries to carry it along. He drags it in offsides. And just one of those weird plays. You skate in like that, don't quite bring the puck with you. That leads to the offsides, and with 16:31 to go, it'll be a neutralized faceoff.
Yeah, Rohrer came within about 2.5 inches of getting his third goal there because there was a little gap between Bear's right skate and the post, and he tried to get that extra move but couldn't. Otherwise, it's a 4-3 game.
Panthers on the faceoff dot do come up with this puck, work it back into the corner, up off the wall for Franken, but stripped away by the Monroe Avalanche. Panthers get it back again, try to send it to Franken again and can't do it, but offsides again from Monroe and seem a little discombobulated. It's very early here in this period, but have had some difficulties kind of sorting things out.
There seems to be a confidence issue. I mean, in years past, especially against Monroe, Oregon has been able to dictate every single minute pretty much of the game, and here it hasn't been that way, so there is a little bit of confidence issues, and they need to go back to what they're good at, which is passing and getting shots.
Franken in the face-off dot. The Avalanche able to strip it away and send it back behind the net. Parker Schmidt of Oregon grabs it there. Far side wall, and they'll get a lead pass, and here comes Franken. He's got Schmidt diving to the center, takes the shot, rebound comes right back to him. Send to the point, and that one breaks out of the zone. It'll be held by Caden Peterson in the center ice. Parker Schmidt rips that one around, striding forward as Wiedholz. It hits a little wet spot there after the Zamboni clearing. Nice job by Ayers to pick it up. There's Wiedholz. Wiedholz's shot is blocked off the inside leg of number 5, Caden Klitsky. Trying to chop it forward is Molitor. He can't get it all the way into the Panther zone. Peterson battles him, and it comes back to Ayers. They're in Oregon territory with 15:33 to play. The Panthers do trail 4-2 here. A nice job by Ayers to get past one man. Works past Hayden Roth as well as he enters the zone on the left wing edge. Drags into the front and gets shoved hard into the net. The net gets dislodged, and so we will stop play and put that back on the pegs with 15:21 to go.
Yeah, that was a power forward move, and he just doesn't have the size against the defender that was on him to pull that back and get going right into the slot. But again, great speed coming up. Good confidence from the Avalanche in making that move forward.
Panthers' number 1 line is out there. Romer wins the faceoff. Quick shot and a stick save right off the big paddle of that stick. You could hear that one all the way up here. 15:14 to go in this game. Swing and a miss on the one-time attempt. But here comes the shot coming in from Buskager at the point. Back behind the net, there's Oros. Wrap around to the center, and they don't quite get it. Knocked to the ice is Joe Romer, and here comes a 3-on-2 for Monroe. Stoffaker elects to just dump that one in. Following it into the corner is Janicki. Janicki takes a hip check but hangs onto the puck. Behind the net into the middle for Roth. Too long, and that'll come all the way down. Panthers will get a 5-skater change here as Monroe has to reset it with 14:44 to play. They've got a chance for a home run to Janicki. Steps around one man. Pass is broken up very nicely by Jacob Cameron of Oregon, and then Cameron blocks the second pass. Doing very nicely is the freshman forward as this puck bangs around in neutral ice. Roman Bauer now for the Avalanche to the left wing edge. Stops up, tries to turn the corner, gets shoved into the wall instead. Puck still trapped on that yellow portion, loosen the skates, and now they've got it towards the slot. Lose it toward the end wall, and Parker Schmidt will have it there. Along and ahead to Alex Barnish. Barnish in neutral ice, has it taken away. Dumped back into the Panther zone with 14:08 to go. Pass to Barnish is nearly knocked away, but he's able to get to it and send it out, and here we go. Striding ahead is Trey McKee one-on-one. McKee knocked to the Zamboni door, but his teammates coming with him, then shoved into the Zamboni door, but at the point, Buskager whistles one in, wide left of the cage. Panthers' Barnish has a shot, and that one hits off the left side, no good. 13:48 to play in this period as Buskager sends it back down. McKee will give chase, and striding in there as well as Ben Outhouse. Outhouse does get there first as the Panthers get one man changed. Puck still loose there in front of the Pelletieri sign, and it does come out of the zone. Buskogger dumps it in, the Panthers check up, and Colton Ayers will put some pressure on with 13:28 to play in this game. That pass goes through, and that should come down for an icing. It does. The hand is up, and we will head to the Monroe zone for a face-off with 13:22 left in this game.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but we have not seen a shot on goal from the Avalanche in this period. I don't think they have.
I think you might be right.
And Oregon has really been pushing the entire time. And again, they don't need to make it look pretty. They just need to get more activity in front.
Send them one in there, a wrister from Buskogger, but it ends up wide of the cage. Move it down to Franken. Franken towards the middle. It's skated away by Janicki. Up towards Molitor. Molitor with one hand tries to hang on, but Ayers will send it down, and Franken will pursue behind the net. Dillon with it back there. Hassled by Franken every step of the way. Chops it out. Getting his stick involved is Ayers, and it comes back towards Franken. Up to the point. Panthers have it. A nice quick snapper, but it misses wide to the right edge. Ayers, near side wall. Up to the point for Outhouse. Whistles it back down behind the cage for Ben Wiedholz. Wiedholz whiffs it off the backside of the net. That one working through the slot. The Avalanche have it. Wiedholz pursuing from behind, knocks Peyton Stoffaker down, who slaps it in one-handed. But the Panthers have it there. Outhouse pursued from behind. Sends that pass up the near wall. Grabbed by Janicki towards the center point. Pass across. Stoffaker's got a little room, but it's going to come instead to Buskogger. A nice high pass off the glass to Franken. Franken pushed by Janicki forces him to go the other way. Panthers not able to hold. A quick shot, a deflection off the Panthers. They keep it from getting into the net. Low angle shot goes across the net mouth and comes into neutral ice with 12:10 to play. Franken wanted to get around his man, and letting him go by is Roman Bauer. Franken had a plan there, and Bauer disrupted him nicely enough.
He had the speed, and he was looking to get more towards the middle, but great defense kept him to that side.
Up towards the point, Panthers striding for it. Caden Peterson will get it, and he will find Joe Romer. Romer, hash mark shot and a save, and the rebound came towards Ayers, but it was on his backhand. He couldn't get it. Peterson from the point, deflection attempt, and it's swatted down. Still low, there's Romer, but it's knocked away that time by Klitsky. Up towards Oros, who is shoved hard into the boards. A high shot to score! A snipe from the far point, and it is Joe Romer. His first goal of the season brings the Panthers back within one with 11:33 to play.
There was so much going on, not only in front of Bear, more towards the hash marks, and also along the boards. I don't think Bear saw that shot coming in. It wasn't the hardest shot in the world, but it knew exactly where it was going. And again, you just put it on net. And this entire period, Panthers have been building, and they still haven't given up a shot yet in this period.
Joe Romer, his first Panther goal of the season, and indeed his first that is his third Panther career goal. Make it his third point on the season as well. He's got 2 assists already. And the Panthers are going to get the second line out there. We'll shuffle Romer's line off as Colton Ayers heads into the dot for Oregon. Trapped on the dot, everybody fighting for it. Now Wiedholz, a nice job to get it clear, but a good hold from Stoffaker. Sends it back into the neutral zone and a poke. Here's a 2-on-2. Pass across, wide open look, a great stop from Colton Daly. Oh my goodness, Hayden Roth had all day. Kuberski at the top, that's Dreyfus. His pass into the center is broken up. Franken handles a couple of slashes, pokes it by his man, and fights along. He's able to keep that puck going. Wrestled to the ground from behind, looking for a call, but he's not going to get it as Dreyfus takes him to the turf.
Remember that save. That is going to be a critical save as this period goes on.
Well, and then here comes a pass in, but I believe that came from behind the center line. It did. We will get an icing. Boy, on this edge, Franken came all the way up the near side coast to coast, got ridden hard to the ice. That is some great effort from the junior man.
Absolutely, and that scoring attempt coming in on a 2-on-1. Colton Daly had to stand tall. He did on the shot going across. Remember that save.
Number 1 line out there for the Panthers. Romer in the dot, sends it over to Laszlo Oros on the far side. Nice job, a nice attempt to hold by Buskogger, but now a 2-on-2 and another breakup, but we have a delayed penalty coming. Hooking is the signal, and unfortunately the Panthers are going to have to go on the penalty kill here with 10:41 to play as they are called for the hook.
Yeah, he went down to try and catch that puck to keep it in, and he just because of that was unable to recover as pressure was coming the other way, and he hooked him up, and now that gives Monroe a chance to get another notch on the board.
Spencer Buskogger assessed that 2-minute penalty, so the Panthers have a kill here. Minute 55 on the power play, 10:33 to play in the period. Trying to stick handle through for the Avalanche was Janicki. Now Stoffaker from the point. They want the deflection. They won't get it. That time held by Dreyfus. Sends towards the point, and it comes out of the zone. Panthers putting a little pressure on. It's Romer working hard against Stoffaker. Dreyfus on the near side, drops it in, and now coming in for this one is Janicki. From the near side faceoff dot. One hands it around the corner. Hassled every step of the way. 10:05 to play in the game. Minute 25 on the power play. At the point, Stoffaker, top of the circle, rifles one well high, a rising shot, and this will be an easy clear for Ben Wiedholz, and they will get 2 new penalty killers out for the Panthers.
Yeah, they needed to get some fresh legs out there, but so far, good kill from Oregon. They're keeping them to the outside, and that's exactly what they want to do.
Nice job by Oro, shorthanded chance along with Rory, loses it through the legs. Panthers still fighting for this one. Oros, and it's Hayden Roth that gets it. Moves it across to Blaze Janicki. Janicki in the corner, stops up to avoid the hit. Panthers have it, and a great clear out for Oregon. 9:30 to play in the game, 49 seconds on the power play. So far, Panthers playing very well shorthanded.
Yeah, so far they're really pushing hard, and it looks like they're going to try and generate some offense too if they can. But they can't be taking too many risks at this point in the game.
This might be an icing, and it is. The pass intended for Blaze Janicki is out of his reach, and you hate to take an icing on a power play, but what you said about generating offense, the Panther team we've seen over the years has always been interested in getting shorthanded opportunities. They nearly generated a great one earlier there.
They did, but I would definitely warn them, this is not the same speed and talent team at the end of a season in the beginning, so you don't want to give Monroe a chance to get another odd man break coming in.
Ayers has that puck. It's knocked away from him to Blaze Janicki, and on the rush are the Monroe Avalanche. 23 seconds on the power play. They're able to find the entry to Kuberski, but then turning around on that one and firing it away is Ben Outhouse, getting another clear. 14 seconds left on the power play. Once again to Kuberski at the point. Following along is Blaze Janicki. Ayers steps in the way, blocks that with a foot and clears it out. The Panthers have denied Monroe any opportunity. 2 seconds left, and both teams are now full strength with 8:39 to play in this game.
Yeah, now the clock is the Panthers' enemy. They have to generate more and more.
Oh, look at this fight coming in from Kyle Rohrer. What a pass through the legs. It just does get picked off. And now in transition is Luke Kuberski. Right wing side. Passes through his man. In the slot, it's deflected away. Great job by Parker Schmidt, the one-handed poke check. Panthers come up with this puck. Rohrer able to dig it off the near side. Sends it towards the point. Knocked to Colton Daly, who will just cover. Rohrer, a bit of a mistake there. He kind of one-touched it right off the boards and didn't have his own man up at the point. A little bit of jarring at the end there, and you can hear the student section getting into it. But as it is, Daly able to freeze it down, and the Panthers get another opportunity here.
And I think that'll be the first credited shot in this period for Monroe against Daly. So good work by Oregon. They just need to get it out of their end and get some second and third attempts on the other side.
Panthers win the faceoff into the corner. Buskogger sends it all the way across to Leatherberry. Moves it up the wall, finds Oros. Romer, a nice job through the legs. Panthers push through center ice, and they've got a chance. Here comes Laszlo. All the way to the faceoff dot. Backhand high and hits the corner. Just couldn't quite find the angle, but the Panthers in the corner trying to dig this one out. And now Hayden Roth has a chance. Roth has a step on the defense. Daly comes out and plays it perfectly with that big goalie stick. An excellent effort from Colton Daly, and things are starting to get a little bit chippy here, Dan.
Yeah, they are.
We've got a little bit of an opportunity for the Panthers, though. Drop it. Roar in the slot. Backhand pass comes toward the corner. Up to the point, and here's Buskogger. He's got a good shot. Lets a light one in and wants the deflection. Can't get it. Parker Schmidt sends a one in, and that one is wide of the cage. It'll be held once more by Buskogger near side. Rims it around as the Panthers are changing. 7:16 to play in this game. Panthers down 1, 4-3 against the visiting Monroe Avalanche in the start of this Badger South season. Just a bit of a panic clear there. It's something we haven't seen from Monroe so far, and they felt the pressure and decided to just gun that one out. Panthers will get the face-off in the Monroe zone.
Yeah, they were doing a great job of keeping Monroe skating, which tires out a line. And when you're able to set up and get that puck moving north and south, east and west, they're going to try and clear it any way they can, and that was a tired line out there.
Colton Ayers in the face-off dot. Franken to his right, Wiedholtz to his left. Little confusion as Trey McKee thought he should be out there, but he will remain on the bench. Schmidt with a rifle of a shot. It is blocked, but then he strips it away. Ayers, high slot, that shot blocked as well, but Schmidt striding after it. Keeps that one in the zone, works to the near side. Panthers defense looking to hold this puck. A nice pass, moves it ahead to Blaze Janicki, picked up by Ryan Molitor. Molitor on the left wing side gets crunched against the boards, and the Panthers clear that puck out into the neutral zone. 6:43 to play in the game. Panthers down 1, 4-3 here at the Oregon Community Ice Arena. Send across ice towards Franken. Instead, it's intercepted by Roman Bauer. Bauer lightly dumps one in and will let his team pursue. Parker Schmidt will have it in the corner for Oregon. Continue to move it up, but held by Monroe. Works its way into the center. No good. Molitor is denied. Wiedholtz able to send it to the wall as he crashes to the ice as well. Colton Ayers behind his own net. Looks to change up and drops this puck off for Peterson. Franken on the near wall with 6:12 to go for the Panthers. He tries to hit the home run to Wiedholtz, and he can't quite settle it down. That was not a bad pass, but it had some mustard on it. Wiedholtz not able to grab it.
Yeah, the Avalanche was frustrating the Panthers there a little bit, trying to get a good breakout and positioning and just pestering the Panthers. The Avalanche did a great job, but we are seeing from the Panthers, they're shooting every time they get that puck. Maybe one or two quick passes, but they're looking to get that shot total up.
Student section very much into this game, and the Panthers do not win the faceoff. It's Hayden Roth instead from Monroe that has it as he tries to stick handle around. Drops it behind the net and gives that one off to Dreyfus. Behind the net. And up to Stoffaker at the point. Nice job to break it up by Joe Romer. Romer's got a couple of players with him as he works in. Dumps it to Laszlo, far side. Back in towards Romer. He'll get this one behind the net. Backhands it into the back of the net. Panthers still have it. Laszlo gives off to the point man. Now Buskogger near side. Buskogger's shot is blocked. What a block by Hayden Roth. Outstanding effort from the junior forward of Monroe. 5:33 to play in this game. The intensity continues to increase. They can't get the clearing attempt. A nice job to slide in by the Panthers. Now they do move it into neutral ice, but the one touch is out of zone. McKee, though, has it poked off his stick, and Blaze Janicki sends it right through the net mouth, but just out of reach. Stoffaker has shot it, hits him right in the chest protector. Daly with a great save. Give up. A shot from Kuberski is too high in the corner. The Panthers, a couple of bad turnovers lead to great scoring chances for Monroe, but they cannot convert. And now we have a whistle, and an elbowing call is coming up against Oregon. With 5:02 to go, they will go back on the penalty kill.
And this is going to really hurt them. With 5:02 left in this period, they've got 2 minutes that they're going to have to kill. If Monroe really pushes hard and is able to generate significant offense to score, that's going to put the Panthers in a really bad situation.
That is Spencer Buskogger whistled for that one, number 4, his second penalty of this period. 5:02 to go. The Panthers on a 2-minute penalty kill. They clear this one out, but it hits the rafters out of play, and so we will have a neutral ice face-off.
Yeah, and here we're going to see the heart of the Panthers. They've got to find a way to kill this penalty, maybe draw a penalty. That would be something good. And then they have to work to get it in the other end and not give up anything.
Panthers down a man. They'll have to kill off this penalty. A nice clear that is sent right on net. Heath Barry able to easily swallow that one up. Minute 48 left to go on this power play. 4:50 left to play in the game. 4-3 is the lead for the visiting Monroe Avalanche in this first Badger South tilt of the year for both teams, and an offside entry. A nice job by Daly to stick that one away, because that shot was actually deflected off the stick of Aiden Scott for the Panthers. And it was a good job to handle the redirect. As it was, though, the entry was offside, so we'll have the faceoff.
Yeah, there have been a couple of those where, I mean, just really good positioning and quick reactions that stop pucks from going in.
Minute 40 on the power play. Faceoff is won by the Avalanche. They play with it a little bit in the center, and Dillon finds Hayden Roth on the near side. Roth looks to set up. There's Dillon again. Cross ice to the captain, Peyton Stoffaker. Rims it around, and it's going to come near side. Leatherberry striding there for the Panthers, but Roth will get there first for the Avalanche. Drops it back down into the corner. That one held by Janicki, up to the point. Quick shot coming in. The deflection from Hayden Roth did not redirect it enough, but Stoffaker has it at the point once more. 4:14 in the game. Minute 10 on the power play. Good little shove against Janicki, but he hangs onto the puck, gives it to Dillon. Stoffaker, far point, a shot and a blocker save. Second shot and a glove save. A great rebound opportunity, and what a snatch by Colton Daly.
Yeah, he saw that original shot coming in, Not the greatest rebound that he gave up, but he recovered well, standing strong. And again, he took away a lot of real estate for too many moves there. Great goaltending.
4:04 in the game. Minute 2 on the power play. Spencer Buskogger in the box. 2 minutes for elbowing as the Panthers win this faceoff. Turning and firing on it is Outhouse, but Stoffaker holds at the point and drops it down. Hayden Roth, far side, gets it over to Stoffaker. Stoffaker, center point, and sends it cross ice to Dillon. Finds a wide open man. Hayden Roth, hash marks, and the shot is blocked away by Outhouse. No good. Panthers trying to clear this one out, but Stoffaker has it. Wind and a drive, and the deflection sends it wide to the right side. Cade Janicki takes a shove off the wall. Panthers try and chip it clear. Still fighting for this puck. It's loose in the skates, and Hayden Roth comes up with it in the slot. Turning, firing is Oros, held by Stoffaker. Center point, and a glove snatch again from Colton Daly. 25 seconds on the power play, 3:27 left in the game.
Yeah, that shot was going high, but they wanted another line change, so he was going to freeze that up. You can't afford to blow opportunities to clear that puck, and they had 3 that they weren't able to capitalize on. So they were real lucky that Monroe did not come in even harder.
Panthers fighting for this puck, trying to get this one off the dot. It remains trapped. Now a quick shot from Kuberski is patted away. Molitor shoved into the wall, and Blaze Janicki sends to Stoffaker. Down to Blaze, a quick shot, and it misses wide to the right. Dillon on the near wall, pushed hard by Franken. Puck still on that near side wall. Franken battling for it. 6 seconds left on the power play. Cross ice to Stoffaker. Stoffaker's shot is blocked. A hand pass from Stoffaker. A great play and a great clear. And here comes Buskogger with Franken. Buskogger, shot, and a great glove save from Heath Bear. Buskogger comes out of the box, gets the pass, takes a great shot, but Heath Bear shuts the door.
That could have been a 2-on-none, but the defense caught up, and Bear stood his ground. And again, one of the things that I've always been impressed with Bear is his attitude and his demeanor in the crease. You've got a 1-goal lead, it's a breakaway in, and he just snags it with that fast glove.
2:55 to go. We are back to even strength. Buskogger at the point, keeps this one in the zone for the Panthers. Romer at the Zamboni door to Oros. Oros a shot, and it's wide to the left side. Buskogger trying to hold the zone. He does. At the near side, guns one across. He'll find Oros in the corner. Oros there, drops behind the net for Romer. Little spin move, but can't hang on to the puck. At the point, a nice hold by the Panthers as they battle for this. Romer tries to stick handle again, can't hold it. Loose puck is cleared by the Avalanche. Hayden Roth near side. His pass intercepted by Buskogger. Turn this one around. Romer trying to grab it in center ice along with Oros. Instead, Rohrer comes up, and here comes Kyle Rohrer. Top of the circle. High slot. Works his way around. Swings over the top. Now drops that one off. Oros to the point for Buskogger. And they will get it to him. Buskogger's shot, deflection, it's loose in front, shot, and just wide from Laszlo Oros. That clear is going to go down for icing. We'll head back to the Monroe zone. No icing the call. I do not know why, but no icing is the call. We had a big collision off the line change right in front of the benches. Kyle Rohrer looked a little despondent after that. But as it is, back into the Monroe zone with 1:45 to play. Dillon moves it ahead. It's too far. Can't get it for Kuberski. They launch it in, and they'll have to check up. Ayers and Franken, along with Wheatholtz, give chase. Around the corner against Stoffaker. Nice job by Ayers. Read that pass. Held it. Gets it down into Franken. Franken in the corner. Drops it beneath the net. Ayers fighting there, trying to get this one away from Stoffaker. Put it down, and Parker Schmidt is going to pinch it. The net is empty. 6 skaters for the Panthers. Franken at the point, trades with Parker Schmidt, drops in the puck. Schmidt a slap shot, and it's deflected wide of the cage. Franken off his skate and up to Schmidt. Work it back down once again. Oros to Rohrer. Rohrer beneath the net. Tries to find his way into the center. Open look for Dillon. Fires it, and it's going to be wide and go for icing. Dillon probably put a little too much on that. An even minute left to play. Just 60 ticks remaining in this game. The Panthers have pulled the goalie, and they trail 4-3.
Yeah, he really needed to carry that puck because now you're going to get a timeout. That's going to allow Oregon to rest their top players, which is exactly what ends up happening. You want to carry that puck and not go for the empty net, especially if you're going to miss. So a lot of good work there. Oregon setting up their first good cycle in that far corner, and they weren't able to get exactly what they wanted, but a couple really good looks.
Very good looks, very good opportunities. They're using their point men very effectively. Parker Schmidt operating well on that near side, got a couple of good shots in. they send the passes. We talked about this last game on Saturday against Beaver Dam. They send the passes to where the men should be. They're anticipating. That doesn't always work for them, but boy, when it does, it really gives them some open looks because the defense is not ready for a pass to be where the guy's going to be in 3 steps. That has given them some opportunities. Give Heath Bear all the credit in the world for keeping Monroe on top.
Yeah, and that's honestly the truth. Right now, Bear is the one that's got this lead. He has had to make a lot of saves. Not the real flashy type, but just good, smart plays. Obviously, the most important save for him was the breakaway after the penalty, because that would have been just a stake into the heart of Monroe so far. But Bear is staying alert, and again, he has great demeanor in the crease.
Heath Bear has played a great game. Colton Daly has played a great game. He has faced some very difficult chances as well. As it is, though, it's 4-3 in favor of Monroe, and that Buskogger breakaway, boy, when you see that in the NHL where a guy comes out of the box, is moving toward the offensive zone, and the puck lands on his tape, that results in a goal a lot.
It really does.
The fact that Bear was able to shut him down is a testament to his skill. Panthers with 6 skaters in an empty net, an even minute to play, trailing 4-3. Face-off, won by Monroe, and they'll work it toward the opposite side. Stoffaker knocked off, shot from Rohr, no good, it's loose and covered. Rohr puts it into the corner, and Bear just does get on top because he did not get those pads down.
No, and that's the kind of, those are the kind of shots that you hate that aren't even really a shot, it's a fling. And that's what burned Oregon 2 days ago.
Panthers ready again. 6 skaters, still an empty net. Franken in the face-off dot, chips it towards Oros. Oros in the corner, pushed against the wall but hangs onto the puck. Franken moves it to the corner. Jared Dillon off the wall. That's going to be stopped up by Colton Hires and sent down. Franken for Oros behind the net. Now this one is taken and sent up but knocked clear. Janicki not able to get it past Parker Schmidt. Rohr trying to get this one. Here's Hayden Roth. Great stop by Parker Schmidt, but Schmidt launches it into the safety netting. That's out of play. In the NHL, that would have been a delay of game because it was fired directly out. Thankfully, in high school, they'll say that was clearly unintentional, and we will just have the out-of-play face-off.
Yeah, so now it comes out of the zone, which, again, that helps Monroe. You got 32 seconds, and Oregon has to find a way to get in. Oh, another timeout is called.
Monroe took the first timeout. I did not realize, so this is Oregon taking their timeout. So with 32 seconds to go, Oregon takes a timeout, and they will get 60 seconds to try and game plan this one. 32 seconds left on the clock. Oregon trying to find a way to get back into this one, trailing 4-3. The goalie has been out for the last 60 seconds. They pulled him right at about 1:30. They have been putting a ton of pressure on, but Monroe is doing a nice job of clogging those lanes, not letting the centering pass come, especially when Monroe gets behind the net. We've seen them in years previous where they have been deadly from behind the net, sending it into a slot man who just hammers it home. Monroe really hasn't allowed that play to work for Oregon so far today.
No, and what's great is defense and even the wingers and the center are able to play with confidence because you've got Heath Bear in net. And when you do have a goaltender that you trust, like Bear, it leaves you open to really focus on your position. You're not taking second guesses. You're looking to break up those lanes coming back from behind the net. So, again, all the pressure right now, in my opinion, is on Bear. And this is where you see the maturity of him as a player, that he's just nice and calm and knowing that every shot in the world is coming.
Heath Bear has been asked to do a lot in this game. He has done it. Colton Daly has been asked to do a lot in this game. He has done it, but he is now out as the Panthers need the extra skater. It's 6-on-5 for 32 seconds. Oregon needs a goal to tie it up. Face-off pushed into the Avalanche zone. It gets loose. It's going to come to Bear, and he is wisely going to gather it up. Rohr was pushing hard on that other side, and Bear is going to just stop it down.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a wise play to cover that. Even with the pressure coming in, there was still an avalanche that was there. This gives the Oregon Panthers another face-off opportunity.
Face-off that they do win. Schmidt over to Oros. Top of the circle, deflected out of play. What a dive by Hayden Roth to get his stick in there. That shot had the net written all over it.
It does, and that's what I mean. If you get these face-offs, Oregon has these set plays, and you can see them develop. And if they're able to get shots from here, that's dangerous.
Franken wins that faceoff into the net. There's Franken, shot and a save, loose in center. They stop down the clearing attempt, and the Panthers hang on. Colton Ayers with 15 seconds. His shot is high and out of play as it bounces off.
Oh, and now they're calling it out. They're taking the faceoff outside the zone, and that's going to hurt.
I don't understand why that is, because that hit the board and bounced funny.
Yeah.
That was not in any way intentional.
Yeah.
If you paid him, he couldn't do that intentionally. But this will come out. So with 12 seconds to go, the Panthers face another added wrinkle. Empty net again. They're down 4-3. Panthers getting ready. They win the faceoff, drag it into the zone. There's Romer. Romer gives it across to Franken, chips it towards the net. 7 seconds to play. Trying to force it in, still trapped. Oros, Rohrer, Franken, everyone fighting. Franken backhands it, no good. Second chance, hits the outside of the netting. And that is how this game will end. To open the Badger South season, Monroe comes into Oregon's home arena and takes the victory 4-3.
Yeah, the celebration from the Avalanche in that end is warranted. This was a big test for them coming in. This really shows that their 5-1 record is real, and they've earned every single one of those wins. So this is a big moment for the Avalanche, and they should be very proud of how they played today.
Outstanding game from both teams. That is some of the most fun I've had watching high school hockey in a while. You and I get to see some good ones every year, and this sure was just 2 games into our season in terms of coverage. A great Badger South battle, and a Monroe team has been on the rise for the last couple of years. You and I have been saying it the whole time, and now we see them kind of arriving here, maturing into the team we always thought they could be.
Yep.
They're here.
Yeah, without a question. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from Oregon. The reason this is such a big deal for Monroe is the skill and talent of Oregon. So, again, great game played by the Panthers. Just Monroe had the edge. They had the fire. And they really came out and showed why they're 5-1. Great game from the Avalanche.
Absolutely. Monroe advances to 6-1 on the season. Oregon falls to 1-3-1 on the season. 1-0 for Monroe in the Badger South, 0-1 for Oregon. Still a lot of hockey to play for both these teams, but these are 2 good hockey teams. It's going to be fun to watch what they do for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it really, really is, because they really came out well. They pushed hard, and now Oregon really has to take a few minutes and figure out how they want to approach their next game this weekend against Stoughton.
Just before we get going there, 1 star from each team. Who do you like?
Well, you know where I'm going for Monroe. I'm going Bear. Just for his demeanor and his maturity in the crease, that I've got to go on that side. And then I'm going to go Franken for the Panthers. He was involved all the time, constantly pushing, made some key plays that kept Oregon in the game. So, yeah, Barra and Franken are where I'm going.
All right, for me, for Monroe, I'm going to go with Hayden Roth, the junior from Orangeville, Illinois. Actually, 5 of the teams that co-op with Monroe are Illinois teams. Hayden Roth, one of the players from there. Just 5'6", 120 pounds. You would not know that if you just watched him play. Boy, he is a force out there. Had 2 of their goals, 1 of their assists, so 3 points on the night. Doing a lot of work on both ends of the ice. He's a heck of a player. Then for Oregon, I've got to go with Kyle Rohrer, the freshman who is appearing on varsity for the first time, and he gets not 1 but 2 goals in the span of 40 seconds. And he was playing fantastically on that front line with Oros and Romer, 2 veteran guys anchoring that line. He makes for an exciting third forward to join them on the top of the sheet, and really made his presence felt tonight.
You know, how important was that pipe hit from Rohr just a few shifts after he had 2 goals? If that one goes in and you're up 3-0, it changes the demeanor of the game. And little things like that can happen. But, yeah, Rohr had an amazing game. He should be definitely pleased with it. And Oregon's got some things they need to work on.
He had, no kidding, 3 chances to complete that hat trick that just didn't quite go. And I'm excited to see what we see from him for the rest of the season. But that will do it for us tonight. Big thanks to our producer and executive director, Paul Zwicker. For my partner, Dan Graychuk, my name is Zach Seeloff, saying so long, take care of yourselves, and take care of somebody else. We will see you in a couple of weeks. Take care, everybody.